It's smaller than a pinhead. It doesn't bite, doesn't growl, carries no venom, no teeth, no claws, no poison. It doesn't hunt. Sometimes it doesn't even move. It just sits there and feeds. And yet, one of the most successful invaders in the history of life on this planet. Aphids have been on this planet for 280 million years. Dinosaurs came along about 230 million years ago. Aphids were already here. It survived 5 mass extinctions. It survived the asteroid that wiped out everything large. It survived ice ages and shifting continents. And this morning, it was sitting on your rows. It's born pregnant. A daughter emerges from the mother's body, already carrying the next generation inside her. 3 generations simultaneously in a single body. There are around 5,500 species of aphid on this planet. Green, black, red, white, on roses, cabbages, grasses, pine trees, even underground on roots. Soft, pear-shaped body, 6 legs, 2 antennae, and the key feature? The stylet. Thin, rigid, sharp. The stylet is made of 4 needles bundled together. When the aphid lands on a leaf, it doesn't simply puncture it. It eases between the cells, navigating through the tissue without damaging a single one, until it reaches the phloem. Once the stylet reaches the phloem, the aphid doesn't even need to pump. The pressure inside the plant pushes the sap directly into its gut. It just holds the straw, and the plant feeds it. Bioengineers today are studying the aphid stylet to develop a new generation of medical needles, needles that move between cells without damaging them. The aphid solved that problem 280 million years ago. Along with the stylet, the aphid injects saliva, a cocktail of biologically active compounds. It suppresses the plant's immune response. The invasion signal is there, the defense never comes. Some species go further. They reprogram the plant's metabolism. They force it to produce more of the specific amino acids the aphid needs. The plant literally rebuilds its own biochemistry to feed its invader better. Galls. Some species inject compounds that cause the plant to grow a sealed chamber around them. Inside, the right humidity, protection from predators, a perfect microclimate. The aphid didn't build it, it gave the order, and the plant built everything itself. The aphid is one of the primary vectors for plant viruses. Over 200 known viruses travel by stylet. One insertion and the virus is in. In spring, a single female hatches from an overwintered egg. No male involved. Not needed. For the entire summer, the aphid reproduces entirely on its own. Here's what that actually means. Inside the mother, a daughter is developing. Inside that daughter, before she's even born, a granddaughter has already begun to form. 3 generations alive at the same time inside one body. A single female produces 50 to 100 offspring in her lifetime. Each of those offspring starts reproducing within 7 to 10 days. By the end of summer, one spring female could theoretically give rise to 600 billion descendants. When a colony gets too crowded or the host plant runs dry, winged females are born. They disperse, find new plants, and start new colonies. The expansion never stops. As autumn approaches, males appear for the first time all summer. Females lay fertilized eggs that overwinter in bark, under leaves, in soil. The eggs survive temperatures down to minus 40 degrees. As the aphid feeds, it takes in far more sap than it can process. The excess is expelled from the rear of the body as a sweet, sticky droplet. Honeydew. An ant approaches, strokes the aphid with its antennae, a signal. The aphid produces a drop. The ant drinks it. This partnership between aphids and ants is at least 40 million years old. Humans started farming livestock around 10,000 years ago. Ants got there 4,000 times earlier. In return, the ants guard the colony. If a ladybird or lacewing larva approaches, they attack, coordinated, aggressive. The predator usually backs off. If an aphid grows wings and looks ready to leave, the ants bite them off. The livestock doesn't get to go. In the 1860s, a tiny insect was accidentally brought from North America to Europe, the grape Phylloxera, a close relative of the aphid. Over the next 20 years, it destroyed roughly 2/3 of French vineyards, more than 1 million hectares of vine. Entire regions with centuries of winemaking history were erased, thousands of families ruined, villages emptied. An insect less than 1 millimeter long had destroyed the economy of a continent. The solution was found by accident. European vines were grafted onto American rootstock. To this day, almost every European wine grows on American roots. Every glass of French wine is a small reminder that one species of aphid permanently changed the history of winemaking. Inside every aphid, living within specialized cells, are bacteria, Buchnera aphidicola. Not in the gut, not on the surface, inside the cells themselves. Over roughly 150 million years of cohabitation, the bacterium has shed most of its genes. A typical bacterium carries around 4,000. Buchnera has about 650. Two organisms so dependent on each other that they have ceased, in any meaningful biological sense, to be separate. The aphid is a hub. It connects the plant world to the world of predatory insects, birds, fungi, and parasites. Remove it, and you pull on a thread that holds half the web together. 1 millimeter. No teeth, no claws, no venom, no speed, no voice. It can't even really run. It just drops off the leaf and hopes. And yet, 280 million years on this planet, 5 mass extinctions survived, a partnership with ants 40 million years old, bacteria carried inside its own cells for 150 million years running. We tend to dismiss what's small and quiet, what doesn't roar, doesn't catch the eye. The aphid is living proof of how badly that instinct serves us. It adapted in a single season and moved on. Quietly, without fuss. 280 million years of quiet and without fuss. Next time you see a leaf covered in tiny green or black dots, stop for a moment. That's 280 million years of evolution. That's a pregnant daughter with a granddaughter already growing inside her. That's an entire ecosystem in 1 millimeter.